Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for another video. Now today, I'm going to talk about Capsize by Seth Race. And this is kind of like an exposed video, but also at the same time, it's kind of addressing the controversy of Capsize, especially as I got involved in it. So for those of you that don't know, Capsize has been bought out by Penguin Magic and Seth Race, and it came out about a year ago. Now, I knew about Capsize a couple of years before that, because Penguin contacted me, gave me a couple of them, and asked me if I could come up with routines and host the project. And I said, I'm delighted to. I think this is an amazing idea. It allows you to do stuff that would normally only be able to be done with speciality keto boxes, and to be able to make it look very much more organic. So I played around with it for a long time, came up with a bunch of routines, went over to America, filmed the tutorial, filmed live performances, and Penguin released it, and it was very, very popular. Now, this is where things fall down a little bit. So the original Capsize gimmicks were 3D printed. If you don't know what Capsize is, basically, it's a bottle cap, right? So Capsize is what looks like a normal bottle cap, looks like a perfectly normal bottle cap, but it allows you to do really cool magic. It allows you to do really cool coin magic. Now, the original Capsizes were 3D printed, and the way that Seth actually created them is, I have to give some stuff away here in order to explain. So we've got 10 pences here, and we've got quarters. I'll use 10 pences first of all. So Capsize is based off a slot box. So let's say we've got 4 quarters. We put 4 quarters in there. When you tip them out, 1 is going to stay in and 3 are going to come out. The cap palms the coin for you. And using that principle, it allows you to go 1 behind or 1 ahead. And I put some really awesome routines on the project. It was fun to actually work on this. Now, the original Capsize, rather than having a slot all the way around the bottom of the cap, there was only one part of the cap that had a slot, and there was a little bump on the cap to tell you where that was. Now, there's a bit of a learning curve to get used to that. It took me a while to get used to it, but I got used to it. I mean, if you watch the Capsize tutorial and trailer, it's all done with the original 3D printed caps. And you see me going out and performing with them in a real world and getting incredible reactions. And you see me going through how the tricks are done and everything. And I'm not really having a problem with it. But that's because I put a lot of time and effort in it. It's a lot harder than just putting the coins in and one of them being held back, because you've got to know where the actual part of the cap is, and you've got to feel for that bump, and then you've got to put it in just the right spot, and then put the other ones in, and then that will hold it in place. Now, a lot of people had trouble with this, and Penguin and Seth said, okay, a lot of people are having problems, which I understand. It wasn't an easy thing for me to get my head around, but I got my head around it, and it's a knacky thing. That's the problem, right? It was knacky. It could be done, but it was knacky. But Penguin and Seth were like, okay, a lot of people aren't happy with this, so what we'll do is we'll go back to basics and we'll start again. And to be honest, that's one of the reasons I love Penguin, because they listen to their customers. A lot of the time, a lot of companies will go, nah. They don't do that. They listen to their customers. And they were like, okay, we'll go back to basics. So they pulled Capsize for a while. And they injection molded these caps. Now, these look exactly the same. You can now get them in a load of different colors. Each Capsize comes with 2 caps. I've got black and red, but you can get yellow and blue and white and all different colors. But these are now injection molded. So, I mean, nobody looked at the caps I was using in the tutorial and went, you know what? They look 3D printed. Nobody's ever said that. But they're injection molded. They look a little bit better. I say better because they looked fine before, but they look very legit now. But the big difference they've made is the slot now runs across the whole of the bottom of the cap. So you don't have to look for the special part. You can literally just drop the coins in, tip them out, and 1 coin will stay inside that cap. And it'll work with quarters, and it'll work with 10 pences. Look, put 2 10 pences in there, 1 of them will be held back. So whatever country you're in, you'll be able to use this. So they redid the caps, made it so the slot runs across the whole bottom of the cap, injection molded them. They've contacted all the existing customers that they had emails about from that were unhappy, and I believe they've issued a new cap for free. And you can also get replacement caps on the Penguin website as well. But now the Capsize now comes with these new caps. So I've had a lot of people ask me about Capsize, and in true Magic Cafe style, I kind of got in trouble because there was the Capsize thread. Michael's laughing. There was the Capsize thread, and people were unhappy about the gimmick. And I just posted on there and went, let me speak to Penguin. Let me see if I can get an update of how long things are going to take. This is after they said they were going to redesign it. And I had somebody come back on about a week later going, well, looks like Craig decided to walk to Ohio because radio silence from him. And I'm like, this isn't even my trick. It's not my product. It's not my trick. All I did was create the routines for it. And by the way, when I did them, they worked absolutely fine. And now I'm offering to see if I can chase up, like, when things are happening. I'm getting trouble? What? It's not even my trick. But, you know, I know that it's been posted on the cafe, that the new caps are out, but a lot of people don't know the difference. So this video is basically just to give you an update on Capsize. Capsize is now out. It's better than ever before. It comes with 2 caps, and they are injection molded, and they work like an absolute charm. They work with 10 pences perfectly well. They work with quarters perfectly well. I plan at some point soon, in the next week or two, when we've got a bit of a less busy week. When have we got Michael, when have we got a slightly less busy week in this office?
Maybe next year?
Next year. At some point, I plan on filming another 5 or 6 routines for Capsize. So it comes with like 7 or 8 routines, but I've had other ideas since then. So I'm planning on filming a bunch of other extra routines. And when I do that, I'll send them over to Penguin and they'll drop them into your accounts. But this is amazing. If like very briefly, quickly, let me just show you the sort of thing that you can do with this. A very basic, simple trick. So you can show your hands empty. You can bring out a cap. You can even borrow these coins if you want to. That's absolutely fine. But the idea is that you can make the coins jump. So I'm going to put the cap over there. I'm going to take the 3 coins, give a little squeeze. When I do, one of the coins vanishes and it goes right there underneath the cap. How magical is that, Michael? I'll do that again. One goes underneath the cap. Now listen carefully. You might hear a clink. 1, 2. Did you hear the clink, Michael?
Yeah.
That's actually the sound of the second coin going right there underneath the cap. That's number 2. So look at this. 2 coins in the cap. That's 1, that's 2. You can see 2 coins right there in the cap. 2 coins in the cap. I'll keep it that way up. Watch the last coin. You don't see it go. You don't hear it go. Nothing in the hand. Could it be? Is it possible? Yes, it is. Look, that's 1, 2, 3 coins. It's a true miracle. And you can do stuff like that. You can get one ahead and one behind. So you can put the 3 coins in the cap, tip them out. You can put the cap on the table. You can take these coins, put them under the table, do that, and you can make the first coin go through the table and underneath the cap. But what's really cool is you can do it as kind of like a reverse coins through table, because normally you go down through the table, but you can go up through the table. That's the second one. That leaves us with 1. You can do this stuff in the spectator's hand if you want to. So you can put the 2 coins on their hand. They can hold on to the hand. You can take this coin, put it up through the back of their hand like that. And then you can show that there's 3 coins under their hand. You can do copper silver routines. You can do mentalism routines. There's some really cool mentalism routines that you can do. One of the new routines that I've come up with, which is killer, is I've created a simple index of like 5 coins. And they're in my pocket. Imagine there's 5 there. Imagine there's 5. There's only 3, but imagine there's 5. And each one, I'm going to tell you everything. Wait until you see the tutorial, but there's 5 coins. And I've created a little index that you can make yourself at home. And what you do is you borrow a coin and you put the coin inside here like this. So the coin's inside here, isolated in a bottle cap from the very, very beginning. And then what you do during the course of the routine, you give them a choice, and they feel like they have a choice of hundreds, but they only have a choice of 1 or 5. And then you put something away in your pocket, you steal the correct one. And then you point out this that's been here the whole time, and they take it out and they look at it. And as they do, you've got that thing written on the other side, and then they can examine the bottle cap because you've stolen out the original coin. So there's a lot of like really fun cerebral stuff you can do with it as well. You can do vanishes, you can do appearances. It all happens in the hands of the spectators. It's really cool, actually. As a simple trick, as a really simple trick, let me show you something here. So let's say you use 4 coins, right? Let's say use 3. Let's just say use 3 coins. So you use 3 coins, right? And you've got a 4th one in your hand. Well, a really simple trick is you can say, look, you take the coins and put them in the cap yourself. So they do. They put the coins in the cap themselves. And you say, you hold your hand out and you put it on your hand. So they do everything. And you get somebody else to reach and throw, and they do. And when you open up your hand, there's 1 coin over there. It's like a self-working coins across. And then you take this and you tip these into their hand, and there's only 2. And it's like, well, you just made the first one go across yourself. And now you put them back in. And you say, look, I tell you what, you put them back in. So now they put them in, 1, 2. And you say, look, that's the first one. And this is all in their hands, no table. You go reach and throw, and they reach and they throw. And the second one's in your hand. And then you tip it over and you show that there's just one. And you say, look, let's do this last one. So you put the last one, you put it in. So they put the last one in themselves. And you get somebody else to hold these two. This is turned upside down on their hand, and when they do, on your hand, sorry, and when you do, you say, look, that final coin's gone, and when they open up their hand, they've got 3 coins over there in their hand, and it's kind of like, a little bit like my routine with the flipper coin empowerment. If you've ever seen empowerment, the whole idea is that you're empowering the spectator to do the actual trick. You're empowering them to make the coins jump from one place to another. This isn't meant to be like a full thing with hundreds of performances and, oh my God, look at what you can do with this. The whole point of this video is just to say to you, you can now pick up Capsize without worrying about any issues, because there are no longer any issues with the caps. The caps are absolutely amazing. There's no steep learning curve. Whether you're in England or you're in America, it's absolutely brilliant. You'll immediately be able to use it. Look how easy it is. Honestly, even Michael could do that. You just turn it over. If you can turn it over, you can do the trick. You put it down, you vanish it, boom. You can do. That's another one that's actually going onto the project. I've got chop cap. It's like a chop cup with bottle caps. It's amazing. And if you get 2 sets and you've got 3 of them, you can do some killer 3 sort of Monty shell game style stuff, but with coins and caps instead of shells and peas. But there you go. So it's Capsize. For those of you that were disappointed, you bought one, you found it difficult to use, I'm very, very sorry. Fortunately, Penguin, it would have been, and seriously, it would have been very easy for Penguin to go, oh, can't you do it? What a shame. It would have been, like, seriously, because there's proof there that I went out and I did it. I'd learned how to do it. I'd learned how to use the gimmick. Yeah, it was hard because you had to find the right spot, but it was doable. And there's proof they could have gone, well, you just need to practice more. And they could have very easily gone, well, you know, stuff you. But the fact that they pulled all of the units, redesigned the caps from the ground up, put them back out there, and you know, offered replacement caps and so on and so forth. And then ask me to do more routines just to give back to the people that have already bought it. I mean, that tells you, I think, everything that you need to know about Penguin Magic. And it's one of the reasons that I love working with them. So, look, if you've not seen Capsize, it's a lovely little everyday carry. As much as I love Lloyd Barnes, and I do, my love for Lloyd Barnes is almost as strong as his love of sheep. If I love Lloyd Barnes to the moon and back, I do, I think he's great. But this is better than Pro Caps. Pro Caps by Lloyd, you know, I was on that project. There's some great stuff you can do with Pro Caps, but this is better because the caps are examinable. You actually, Penguin actually designed this, I forgot to mention this. They designed these so you can actually screw them onto a proper bottle cap, onto a proper bottle. They go onto a real bottle. They've got a real screw that goes onto a real bottle. So imagine that you're like, talk about impromptu everyday carry. You can just go, oh, let me just take that off that bottle where you put it on 5 minutes ago. Let's do a trick with this. Has anybody got some coins I can borrow? Anybody got any 10p's? I've got some. Has anybody got any more? It's a great impromptu trick, but also it's the sort of thing that you can bring out your pocket and everyone knows what it is immediately, and yet you can do it, you can use it to do this absolutely incredible coin magic. So if you've been holding off getting Capsize, now is the time to get it. It's better and bigger than ever before. And, you know, without sounding like a giant egomaniac, the routines on there are absolutely stonking. It's banger after banger after banger. Shut up, Michael. Yeah, there you go. Nothing else you need to know. It's by Seth Race. It's by Penguin Magic. It comes in a wonderful little box. Why do I get boxes like this? Did you ever see Destiny Deal? It was in a little baggie.
Yeah.
It was in a little baggie. It's like, oh, Seth's Capsize, what should we do? Let's put it in a lovely box, shall we? Lovely box. Look at this wonderful box. Destiny Deal. What do I get? Sandwich bag. It's just not right. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. I quit. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this video. Any questions, let me know down below. If you'd like me to do a big performance special of Capsize, let me know and I will do that for you. And I tell you what we'll do, just to make Michael's job a little bit harder. Before we go, you're going to see a cut right now, which is going to lead into a couple of live performances of me doing this in the real world in Columbus, Ohio. Let's cut to this right now. We're going to do some magic. So I'm from the UK. You guys ever been to the UK? No? It's a nice place. These are 10 pences. Have a look at them. Check them out. These are 10 pences. It's like the equivalent of your like quarter, right? So we're going to do something. It's your choice. Would you like to see a good trick or a miracle?
Miracle.
I'm going to do a miracle then, just for you. So the coins go inside the cap. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Your job is to keep an eye on the 4 coins in the cap. Now, is the glass okay? You can check it out. You happy? Good stuff. The idea is for me to get the coins into the glass by magic. You see, I just reach, I throw up in the air, I catch it over there, and the first, no, that's 3. The first one jumped across. Isn't that weird? I know, but I go by the name of Craig. Let's do it again. Look, there's 1 over there, there's 3 over here. Should we do it again? Everyone's eyes and ears. Look, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Is that fair? You put that one in the glass. You tell me how many are in the glass. How many are over there?
3.
Very good. Well done. There you go. That's great. Look, the next one, you do this. You throw, you catch. That's number 2. I know, right? That's 2 over here, 2 over here. I love the look on your face. You look like a rabbit caught in headlights. It's so weird. 2 over here, 2 over here. I'm going to keep doing that until you like it. We could be here a while, but we'll keep going. Nice. Let's do it again. 1, 2. Is that fair? 1, 2. It gets harder for me to do it every time because every time I do it, you're going to be watching more carefully. Watch this. That's number 3. At this point now, you're just looking pissed off. Last one. Are you ready for the last one? Look, just to be clear, 3. Is that fair? 1, 2, 3. Do me a favor. Are you right or left-handed?
Right.
Hold your right hand out, put it on top of the glass. That way I can't get to it. You watch this. Are you ready? We're going to put the coin here. We're going to put the cap.
Why my hand is
You're going to, yes, you're going to shit your pants. This is what's going to happen. Do me a favor. Reach, take the invisible coin. I love your protection. It's gone. Oh! And it's because it's gone somewhere else. I know. Lift up your hand.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I got a bottle cap, 4 coins. Do you want to check them out? Or you make sure there's no trap doors or anything?
Okay.
So I'm gonna put them in here one at a time. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, you kind of hear them rattling around a little bit in there. Now I'm gonna dump them in my hand and stack them up on the table. If we put the cap on top. All right. So I don't want you to do it, but hypothetically, if you were gonna take a coin from underneath the cap, how would you do it?
Pick it up.
So you just like lift the cap up and like take a coin from underneath the cap. See, a magician might do it a little differently. I'll show you what I mean. We'll put the 4 coins in, right? They'll go under. Now, I just want you to imagine. I don't want you to actually do it. Pretend to reach out and grab the cap and lift it up, and pretend to grab a coin and place it in my hand. Don't actually do it.
No, actually. That would do it. Okay.
So you didn't actually do that. You just pretended to do that. If you had actually done it, how many coins would be under the cap?
3.
3. So if we take the cap off, you can see that there's only 3 coins.
As long as I can put 4 coins.
So, but that's if you actually did it. You just said that you imagined that you done it, right? If you imagine that you done it, that means that there would be nothing in my hand, and under the cap, there would actually have been 4 coins the entire time.
I thought it was 4. Like, bro, what?
So I want to try something a little different.
I definitely gotta go smoke
Can I use your hands for this?
Yeah, we gotta go process.
All right, so again, I only have 4 coins, nothing else.
You just put
All
5
right.
in there, didn't you?
No, look.
Bro,
Here,
like,
you care if I show him?
yeah, go ahead.
All right, so look, there's 4 coins here, there's a cap, that's it, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's 1. That's 2.
Hey, it's 2.
3, 4. No extra coins, nothing, right? No fifth coin.
I see it.
Can you put your hand out?
Said no Bitcoin.
Can you put your hand out? So I'm gonna put the coins in your hand. I want you to close your hand around them.
Let me see that guy.
Close your hand around them, squeeze tight so I can't get to them, and ball this hand up into a fist for me.
Oh, he's doing something new this time.
So you can see that there's nothing under the cap, right?
That's definitely a flat cap.
So hold on. Hold on.
He feeling him leave his hand or something.
Did you feel that?
Man, get the entire out of here, bro.
And if you open your hand, how many coins would you have?
I seen this one the first time he looked at the fucking cap. How the fuck did he?
Bro.
But how did this get here? Because it was not there, bro.
Wait, bro, 1 and 4 in your hand?
It was
first?
2.
Oh, it's 2?
Yeah.
If
And then he didn't have nothing under the cap.
None of there.
It wasn't nothing under the cap, bro. Hold on, bro.
You want to see something else?
How did my skin
bro.
develop a quarter?
Bro.
How my skin just develop a quarter like that?
So it works in the real world. The reactions are insane. The bottle caps look real. It's absolutely amazing. Seth Race is a genius. Penguin Magic are awesome. And I'm all right. So I'll see you again. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. You want to see more videos of me talking about caps, let me know. Don't forget to join Netrix because it's amazing and you should. And I will be back again very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV.